like a child after all night and day. But there's a recipe for making me feel a special way. If it ain't drugs or alcohol at all, though you might not understand. Learn from mistakes that others make, and of course, flies in the ants. Be a roadkill, roadkill, roadkill. It's the cheapest thing that you can find, and it's always in season, and it sure is pleasing if you get to it on time. Woo!
Hey y'all, my name is John Criminger. I'm a South Carolina taxidermist, working with the Roadkill law, and this here's my posse. Hey, we're going to show you that taxidermy is not that weird, dirty, creepy job that you think it is. We got a fresh deer coming in. We're going to show you how to skin one. And I know a lot of you out there think you know how to skin deer, and I'm going to show you something you probably ain't never seen before. Watch me, and I'll show you something. And I'm sure that some of you know, but there's a lot that don't. I'm going to skin this whole deer, and we're not even going to use a saw on it. A lot of people use a saw to cut the legs off, cut the breastplate, cut the head off, cut all them bones. But I'm going to show you how to do it, and you ain't got to use a saw. That way you don't get that bone in your meat. You get the deer bone in your meat, and it's going to cause it to have a different flavor to it, and you don't want that. So we never use a saw, unless we're doing a cape to where we can't get it down to the joint or something, then you have to use a saw then. But as far as a regular deer to be processed, we're going to show you how to do it and not use a saw. So here we go. I ain't trying to be the fastest deer skinner there is out there. I'm just going to show you how to skin this deer so you can get the most out of it. Now this deer here is not the best deer coming in, but it's very important that when a customer brings a deer in, no matter how it's shot, whether it's gut shot, neck shot, whatever, we're going to take care of it the best way that we can. The hunter has done his part. Now it's time for us to do our part. And then when we get done with it, he'll come pick it up, and then it's back to him again. He has to cook it right. So we're going to do the best way we can do it, the best way to skin it, the best, so when he gets his meat back, he's got to, even though it's been gut shot and this, whatever's wrong with it, we're still going to make this deer the best possible deer that he can get back with what he's given us to work with. We could say, well, he's been gut shot, he's done messed it up, just get it skinned, get it in the cooler, cut it up, make some burgers out of it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to take our time with it. We're going to skin it the right way, and we're going to age it, and we're going to cut it, and we're going to package it, and we're going to do it all just like we were cutting meat for Longhorn Steakhouse. They got 40 knives laying around here. I gotta get rid of this thing. These cat deer since they've been out here. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to cut this deer without using the saw. There's a joint in there. If you hit these joints just right, you don't need a saw. You just cut it right through the joint. If you don't hit it, you'll never break that leg. Even with the head here, there's a joint in there. And if you hit that joint, just right, you don't have to use that saw. And you'll go through a lot of saw blades. So we've cut the back legs off, we've cut the front legs off, and we've cut the head off, all the way through the spine, all the way through the front legs and the back legs without using the saw. Most people will take saws and cut those. And it's easy if you're doing it in your backyard skinning, but when you're doing a lot of deer, you'll go through a lot of saw blades. All your little bone fragments get in your meat, and a lot of people don't know it, but when they cook deer meat and they say it's got a bad taste to it or a bad flavor, that is one thing that will cause a deer to have a bad taste or a bad flavor to it. So you want to keep the bone out of your deer. And once you get it that far, next thing to do is to remove his clothes. And I could remove these clothes a little more gracefully if I had some soft music playing. But we ain't got that out here, so we're not going to be too graceful about it. So we're just going to take these clothes off, undress him, and see what we got underneath. Because everybody knows that's always the curious side of everything. What's underneath? So we're going to find out. Once we get here, we got the tailbone. Same way, a lot of people take a saw, cut that tailbone loose. If you cut it up high, you'll hit that joint, and that's all there is to it. It'll fall right off. It's kind of like when you get your woman to herself and you put on that soft music, they fall right off. And skin deer can be similar to dancing with your woman.
Baby, put your best dress on tonight. Check your makeup in the mirror. We're not going out on the town tonight. We're gonna make some magic here.
Once I get there, I don't know if you noticed, I cut that hide back and come straight up the goozler, I call it, which is the throat tube, and cut it right off. It's important to do that because when we go to gut this deer, it's gonna let that gut fall right out. We're not gonna have to cut any more on it. Move him around, raise him up, do any fancy work to it. I've already done it. Now, we're going to remove the guts out of this deer. Now we're going to do the dirty part. That's take the guts out. That's the bad part. They got a little zipper up here. Grab a hold of that zipper and then it'll unzip it. And this is the part that you don't want. We're going to throw this away. Now, the last bone we'll have to cut in this deer is down the breastplate. We want to open this up because we want it to breathe. We want to get the cold air in. We want to cool this meat down. And a lot of people use a saw to cut that. You don't need a saw. You cut it right down in the right spot, down those joints. You can cut it just like that. No saw needed. Now, we got the sack here that holds the urine in it, the pee, or whatever you want to call it. So we got to cut that out. You don't want to leave that in there. So the best way to cut that out, this one's not full. Sometimes it'll be full hanging down, and you don't want to bust that and get it all over your meat because it's like marinating your meat in your favorite marinade. If you let it stay on there, it's going to soak in the meat and it's going to give it a bad flavor to it. That's something else that will give your deer meat a bad taste. So if your skinner is not doing his job properly, he can ruin your deer and you not even know it. And it's removed. What's going on? What you barking for? Film that little dude.
You been busy?
Yeah, we've been pretty wide open. It's starting to slack up a little bit.
Yeah.
That'll be me.
Give me a buzz. We'll be back next week.
All right, I'll do it.
Hopefully we'll bring you a cooler full. I'll be right here. Your plan's on it anyway. I can tell you that. But we'll see you later.
All right.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, we'll see. Today's Friday, today's good day. This is the day that we've been cutting deer all week. We got a couple of barrels sitting here that we done filled up. We got a bunch of them out yonder. We got to get the truck over here, get them all loaded up. We got to get them to the dump, get them dumped out of here, cleaned out, come back, clean the barrel, wash the barrel, get everything ready for roll again tomorrow. Here's really the bad part of the job, taking all these guts off, man, getting this thing loaded up, getting took off. You can't get a rendering company enough to come out here and pick these things up. They don't pick them up no more. So we got to take them off. Down the landfill. That Lily here. She likes this part of the day because she's waiting on me to drop something. Because she'll clean it up. She can clean it. Hey, you gotta put my hands on it. This is a small load. Usually we'll have it crammed tight. And sometimes I have to come back and get another load. I got some bad news. I got 2 more barrels in yonder I forgot about. So I got to move the truck so I can get them out here. Each one of these barrels, these full barrels weigh anywhere from 350 pounds to a little over 400 pounds. I know that because I don't weigh it.
You gotta load.
What are you doing? You doing the way that I got done?
Retard.
Alright. Cut above. You ready?
Yeah.
Here, get over here out of the way. I gotta pull this truck up out of here. We gotta deliver all this. Come on, bud, get in trucks, huh? This is John. Yes, sir. I got a truckload. How many you want? 2 barrels of them. Of the nastiest ones I got. We'll be there in 5 minutes. Yes, sir. You got guaranteed the nastiest in town. We'll be there. He waiting on us now.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Turn. Hey, John. Whoa, you didn't see me?
Yeah, I seen you.
Turn right here.
I was gonna go down here, circle around, come back up.
I got some good roads up there. Turn y'all the hole out, John. It's bumpy because it's where we dug them holes last year. It's caved in someplace.
Do I need to back in?
Come on, John.
Hey, you want me to back in there?
No, you drive. No.
minute. I didn't get my gloves on. But when I put your hand over in that barrel, you're gonna get them old guts on your hand. I bet you that. Sure, a pretty day, pretty good out here now. Hey, we're a taxidermy family. We live and breathe the outdoors. Hey, that's just what we do, and I can guarantee you that our grandkids is going to do the same thing.
That's a good one. That's one of them old green looking ones. No, real green. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a good one there, son. That lady's bigger than my wrist.